So, is there some low-key tension between the Carter girls? Fans definitely think so. There's been growing speculation that something's going on between Blue Ivy and Rumi, with people picking up on what they're calling some serious energy during their on-stage moments. At first, everyone chalked it up to fans overanalyzing, but word on the street now is that Blue might actually feel some type of way about Rumi, which raises a bigger question. Do Beyoncé and Jay-Z show Sir and Rumi preferential treatment because they're the youngest, and possibly because of the rumors surrounding Sir's autism diagnosis? And how does manager Blue feel about all this? Let's break it down. The whispers really kicked off during the Renaissance tour when Beyoncé paid tribute to Mama Tina. During that moment, Blue was caught on camera shushing Rumi, and fans took that as the first sign of some sibling tension. From that point on, the internet's been deep diving into every Carter family interaction, trying to figure out what's really going on behind the scenes.
Today is a big day because my mother, who worked so hard on her book, she has the #1 book.
That one moment had fans buzzing, especially those who were already convinced something was off between the Carter sisters. In a now viral clip from Beyoncé's Renaissance tour tribute to Mama Tina, lip reader Nicola Hickling picked up Tina saying, "Wait, we're talking. Calm down." That little exchange set social media ablaze. Some people joked that Blue Ivy was being a little too bossy. Others dubbed her the Carter family's unofficial manager. And of course, a few tried to stir the pot, hinting at jealousy or sibling rivalry between her and Rumi. But if you look beyond the noise and zoom out to the bigger picture, it starts to make a lot more sense. Tina Knowles has always said Blue is a natural-born leader, and what we saw in that moment lines up with that. Blue wasn't being mean or harsh. She was doing what any big sister would do in the spotlight, making sure things went smoothly while the world was watching. That's what big sisters do, especially when they've grown up under the kind of scrutiny Blue Ivy has. Let's not forget, Blue has been showing poise and maturity for years now. Whether she's dancing on the Renaissance World Tour or holding it down during the NFL's Christmas Day halftime show, she's proven time and again that she can rise to big occasions. She's not just a performer, she's a support system for her family, both in front of the cameras and behind the scenes. So when she stepped in to shush Rumi, it probably wasn't about competition. It was about keeping things in check during a high-pressure moment. The whole jealousy theory doesn't really hold up. In fact, Blue has consistently shown love and support for Rumi, never trying to outshine her or put her down. Still, some fans can't help but point out that Blue didn't have the same kind of public visibility when she was Rumi's age. Back in 2013, Beyoncé was very intentional about keeping Blue out of the spotlight, even saying in interviews that she wanted to protect her daughter's childhood. Fast forward to now, and Rumi's already been on stage before her 8th birthday. Child, when Blue was that age, Beyoncé and Jay-Z had her on lockdown, despite the fact that she reportedly begged to join her mom on stage. That kind of difference in parenting approach can lead to some understandable tension, and it explains why fans feel like there might be a disconnect between the sisters. Adding fuel to the fire, the internet has picked up on what they believe are subtle hints that Blue thinks Rumi is, well, a bit of a brat. This theory is often linked to long-standing rumors that Rumi and her twin, Sir, may be on the autism spectrum. These rumors, while unconfirmed, have been circulating for a while, and unfortunately, they tend to resurface every time the twins appear in public. The idea that Rumi gets preferential treatment because of a possible neurodivergent diagnosis isn't that far-fetched to some fans. In many families, especially when a child has special needs, the attention and care often shift, and that can change sibling dynamics. The Carters may be billionaires, but when the cameras stop rolling, they're still a family, and favoritism can exist in any household. For the record, no one in the Carter family has ever confirmed that Rumi has autism. In fact, Miss Tina has gently pushed back on those rumors. In an interview, she shared that Sir is very quiet, smart, and loves electronics and reading. Rumi, on the other hand, is more into music and fashion. So while the internet loves a good theory, the truth is probably a lot less dramatic than people make it out to be. Still, the speculation continues, and every moment the Carter kids are seen together only adds more fuel to the conversation.
What does that mean to you? Tell us a little bit about Rumi and how excited
Well,
you are.
Rumi is amazing. She's an amazing artist, like painter and creator. And so, I mean, how could they be anything else growing up in that environment? That's all we talk about is creativity and passion and the whole thing.
What is Sir interested in?
Sir is very quiet and is very, very smart and does all of the number stuff. So he's not into the fashion stuff.
However, the conversation around the Carter twins, specifically the rumors that they might be autistic, hasn't died down. In fact, it's only gotten louder. Fans began noticing that Rumi appears in the spotlight far more often than her twin brother Sir. Naturally, the speculation kicked in. While some assumed that Beyoncé and Jay-Z were just being protective of Sir's privacy, which would make sense, others took it further, suggesting there might be a health issue the family was keeping under wraps. What started as innocent curiosity quickly spiraled into full-blown internet sleuthing. People began combing through blurry videos and distant photos, trying to pick out clues that Sir Rumi might be on the autism spectrum. The theories gained even more traction when fans revisited an old Beyoncé interview. When talking about her daughters, Beyoncé said, "It's important to me that they see themselves as CEOs, as bosses, and that they know they can write the script for their own lives. That they can speak their minds and they have no ceiling. They don't have to be a certain type or fit into a specific category." But when she spoke about Sir, her words took on a more protective tone. "I hope to teach my son not to fall victim to what the internet says he should be or how he should love. I want to create better representations for him so he is allowed to reach his full potential as a man and to teach him that the real magic he possesses in the world is the power to affirm his own existence." To some fans, that difference in tone felt like a quiet acknowledgement of a deeper challenge, possibly hinting at a neurodivergent diagnosis. Then came the celebrity commentary and things got messier. Azealia Banks jumped into the conversation in the most chaotic way possible, tweeting, "And stop hiding your son from the world, sis. People will find out sooner or later, and you're really going to look like a piece of crap for being ashamed of your own child." As if that wasn't enough, Kanye West added fuel to the fire with a post that many found offensive and cruel. He wrote, "Wait, has anyone ever seen Jay-Z and Beyoncé's younger kids? No, like literally. And this is why artificial insemination is such a blessing. Having children is a choice. If Twitter takes my ish down, then so be it." He later doubled down, making it clear he didn't care about any backlash, stating that he only deleted the tweets to avoid being suspended, not because he regretted what he said. This wave of controversy is also why some fans believe Beyoncé allowed Rumi to perform on stage while Sir stayed out of the spotlight, that Rumi is granted more visibility and certain privileges due to her rumored autism. And every time Rumi appears on stage, fans go into full-on armchair psychology mode, trying to spot supposed signs of autism. One moment in particular sparked a fresh wave of speculation. Rumi was seen on stage jumping and flapping her arms, behavior that some interpreted as stimming. For those unfamiliar, stimming refers to self-stimulatory behavior, such as repetitive movements or sounds, often used by people with autism to regulate emotions or sensory input. Yes, what Rumi did could resemble stimming. But let's not forget, she's also just an 8-year-old girl performing in front of thousands of people under bright lights and loud music with all eyes on her. That's overwhelming for anyone, let alone a child. Her jumping and flapping could easily be excitement, sensory overload, or just a spontaneous reaction to a big, thrilling moment. One thing was clear, she looked like she wanted to be on stage. The joy on her face said it all. Still, that hasn't stopped people from insisting that Rumi's behavior is proof of autism, claiming it's the reason she's allowed to do whatever she wants, including performing on stage. If that's true, it could explain why some fans think Blue Ivy might see Rumi as a bit of a brat. Even though Blue comes across as super mature, she's still a kid, and watching her sibling get what looks like special treatment could definitely stir up some feelings. But anyway, what do y'all think? Drop your thoughts in the comments and don't forget to check out the next video.